Hello and welcome. My name's Kathy A, and today I'm going to do a very quick review. Recently I went to Sephora to their big VIP event, and I threw some shade on the Fenty brand of makeup. And I got some feedback from some of you that I really should try some of the things out. And I actually did go over and I purchased the contour stick, and this color is called Amber. And it's actually a beautiful kind of a grayish brown. Let me just get right up in here. It's a beautiful grayish brown contour. I've got it on now. It's a very natural looking gray-brown shade, which is, it's a shadow. It looks like a shadow, so I do get the real contour from it. And it lasts all day, and I'm really happy with this. This was $25, and I also got a sample. And I was cautious. I got a sample because when I buy full-size makeup and it doesn't work out, I take it back, and I feel kind of bad because Sephora's been very good about taking returns. But I thought this one, I'd heard so much about it, you know, that it was for oily skin and that people with dry skin were having trouble with it. But this is the Fenty Foundation. This shade is 200, and it's a perfect match for me. I have been watching different reviews on this foundation from different people, and I've been watching them paint themselves yellow. I think that a lot of the shades have a yellow or an olive cast to them, and I was a little hesitant, you know, to purchase it. Now I'm wearing it right now. I've tried it with 4 different primers. I've been working with it for 2 days now, and I do one primer on one side, one primer on the other side, but I tried it with the NYX Angel Veil with the Becca Backlight. I also tried it with Hard Candy Coconut Water Stick Foundation Primer, and also the IT Cosmetics oil. It works with all of them. What I found is it works really well when you use a foundation brush, very thick brush with it, and buff it in. I didn't buy the brush itself that she sold with it, although everybody that's tried that brush say they really like it a lot. I'm kind of a cheapskate, and I figured, you know, I spent so much money at that particular event. I didn't want to you know, keep going with it because I have so many brushes, and I have a lot of foundation brushes. It works really well with a foundation brush. I didn't find it worked as well with the Beauty Blender. Part of that reason is once you dot it on your face, you have to work very quickly to buff it into your face. You have to take good care of your skin. I have dry skin, or normal to dry skin, because I've been using a lot of good skincare lately, and I was nervous about it. I dotted it on one side only, I brushed it in, and then I went in with my my 10 by mirror, and I, you know, like really checked and just tapped in where, you know, I have some deep lines that it may have sunk into. I tapped them in. Once you tap it in, once it's set, it stays all day. I'm more impressed with this Fenty foundation than I was with the La Mer, and that's a $125 foundation. I really like it. I absolutely like it, and I have dry skin. I was worried, especially up in my eye area. I didn't use any concealer today. Of course, it's 6 o'clock in the morning too. I just put my makeup on for work, and it's good. You know, I had no problems at all. I did not put powder over the top of it to set it. I did use the contour stick, and then I used some of this afterwards. This is the new Too Faced Boss Lady kit, which I'll discuss in another video. I am loving that. It comes in a planner of all things, and it says, "Don't let today be a waste of makeup." Yeah, that one, I used the blush and the highlighter from this particular one, and I used the eyeshadows in here for my eye look today, which you can see, but I'm loving that. So the Fenty foundation, a definite thumbs up. The Fenty contour in Amber This was the only one that wasn't too red or too browny orange. This was a really nice one, and it's just called Amber, and I think it's the most, I always think of Kevin Aqua. You know, he really liked kind of a grayish brown contour, and it's just, I just put a little bit in here, just like that, and then just blend it in. It lasts all day. It looks like a natural shadow. It is probably one of the best contours I've used, and the foundation is probably one of the best foundations I've used, and the fact that she has 40 shades is so amazing. Now I have shade 200. I found that the shade 210, which is the next shade up, was a little on the yellowy orange side, and I'm finding just you really need to swatch them or sample them. So if you can get, I think this is exclusive to Sephora, so I think if you can get to a JCPenney that has a Sephora, they do have the line there now as I speak, and the regular Sephoras of course have all 40 of the shades, so it really is a good idea to get a sample and to swatch it. And also it does oxidize up. And what's really funny is the sales lady in Sephora, I thought this was just so well done. I said, well, I heard it oxidizes once you put it on, so I have to go with something that's exactly my skin color, just a little bit lighter. And she goes, well, actually, after 60 seconds, it dries down to the color it's supposed to be. And I thought, wow, thumbs up on that sales technique. That's pretty good. Here I am saying it oxidizes, and she's just twisted that around into saying, oh no, it's supposed to be that darker shade. So however you feel about it, you do have to be careful, because if you swatch it matches you exactly and you don't like to go up a half a shade, it does. And it does it quickly, so you'll know in 60 seconds. So I would say swatch it on like your wrist or whatever, or if you can do this, I never go in there without makeup on, but if you can do it without makeup, swatch right here, you know, your lower part of your face and down into your neck, just make a swatch there. Walk around the store for a minute or two and then look at it, and you will see a difference in the color. So you have to be careful with what color you choose. But Fenty, I gotta say, I apologize for throwing shade at it. As people say, because I like it. And I'm not so keen on the trophy wife yellow glitter highlighters that they have, but that's just me, and that's, you know, my personal taste isn't everybody's. I'd like to think it was, but anyway. Speaking of foundation, I was one of the people who got the All Hours Foundation from YSL, and I liked it. It went on really nicely. It looked good. And I used it for about a week. So I got the shade Warm Beige 25, and it works really nicely for me. It blended beautifully on. It looked gorgeous on. And look at that, covering all my age spots really nicely. I loved it. And then I saw Brianna's video. Brianna Stenko, I'm not sure, I think she works in the dermatology field. She either works with a dermatologist, or she is one, or she's a hygiene assistant, I don't know. But she's one of these folks that really studies the healthiness or lack of healthiness in the ingredients in makeup. And she just ripped this apart. She said that this was so unhealthy that we shouldn't be promoting it in any way. I'm gonna link her video below in my description bar so you can, you know, watch it for yourself. Everybody likes this foundation from YSL. It's called the All Hours Foundation. It works really well on pretty much every skin type. And again, I have dry to normal skin. It looks beautiful and it lasts all day. I really liked it, and I thought, oh, this is great. But apparently the third ingredient in this foundation is alcohol. It's a denatured alcohol, and apparently over time that can really do some skin damage a couple of layers down. So it's apparently really bad for you over time, and you could do some possibly permanent damage to your skin if you use makeup that has ingredients that toxic basically ingredients. So I'm not sure what to do because I like the foundation, but I'm not going to promote this foundation because it is supposed to be really bad for you. The third ingredient in a listing like this is usually a large amount. So most foundations have alcohol listed as number like 10 or 11. I think it is needed for something, but number 3 is real. That means that there's quite a large percentage in here. It's really up to you. I think the foundation went on well. It looks great, but it's like a mask. It's not going to help me. It's not going to help with my skincare. And I have enough skincare on that I'd like to think I'm protected to a degree. But if this over long term going to cause skin damage, I'm not going to get another bottle. I'm not going to return this, but I'm not going to buy another bottle of it. So I just thought I would pass along that word. And if you'd like to hear what Rihanna has to say, you can click on her link below. I was a little surprised, and she just really slammed people. I mean, she named names and everything. She said she's horrified that people are promoting this foundation. She won't even buy it to demonstrate it. She said that it's just so bad, and the list of ingredients is so toxic that she just won't do it. So it's the first time I've actually heard that about a popular foundation. So I'm just going to go with my gut on this and pay attention because there's so many other nice foundations like the FENTY Foundation, and I've got a few others. This is the Gerda Stillman, which she talked about. This is a very, very pretty foundation, and of course my Chanel. Either one of these Chanels is excellent. This is the Aqua Lumiere, blah 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 blah, La France. The Vita Lumiere Aqua, which is a wonderful one, and then this one has slightly more coverage. This is the Perfection Illuminated Velvet, which I think is Angie Hot and Flashy's favorite foundation. Although Angie has called this her new Holy Grail. I don't think she actually did mention that there was alcohol in there, and she thought it wouldn't be good for people with dry skin, but it actually works really well for me with my dry skin. But this was her other favorite, the velvet one. And you also have the Dior's, the Air, I think, what is this, the Air one? Nude Air. This is called Nude Air, really nice. And this new one from Tarte, which I love. This is a cream called Double Duty Beauty. And this is very hydrating cream for those of you with really dry skin. It looks like a pudding mousse. Really, really nice. So, I mean, with so many good options right now for foundation, I personally would say, you know, don't bother getting something like this that may be harmful to you in the long run. So I just thought I'd get out the word, both to show some love to the Fenty line, which I wasn't too complimentary over during the Sephora event, and then also to kind of expose the YSL controversy. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a wonderful week. This time next week I'm going to be in my new house. We are closing on the 22nd, but right now we're going through all the bank mortgage stuff with the buyers, and I guess we're gonna find out today that everything's all set there. We signed the lease with the new place. We're setting up the movers. I'm so busy. I'm numb. I'm just numb. It's really very, very stressful and very, very crazy when you're moving from a house down to a small apartment. It's not small, actually. It's like a 3-bedroom apartment. But I'm going to have the whole basement to do my videos in, so I can have different backgrounds, and I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, I'm sure you're probably all sick of hearing about my move. You know, we sold the dining table, so I'm not in the dining room anymore. I'm in the kitchen now. This is slowly moving all of our furniture. We're selling a lot of our furniture using an app called OfferUp. OfferUp, we use that a lot. We've sold our dining set, a sofa, a queen bed set. I mean, we really have had good luck using that, and we're just getting all of our furniture and everything downsized to where we can fit it, live comfortably, and there's a lot more function to the rooms that we're moving into. So downsizing is actually very cleansing, and it really makes you look at things as things. You know, they're just things. And do I love this thing or not? Do I want to take this thing with me or not? I'm donating a lot of stuff, and it just feels good, you know, to take bags over to the charity bins and stuff. So anyway, I don't know how I got off on that. Anyway, have a wonderful week, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Toodles.